after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ito Smith. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd and 5 now. Brissett. And finding the tight end Hooper. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that
rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Brissett. He completes it to Henry. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, Brissett. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First down, Mayfield. Finds his tight end, Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, seam 6.
On third down, Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over, 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Brissett going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. This is Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Smith on first down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. On the carry, it's Olsen. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Set, ready, 50 yards. Big stop.
First down, Brissett. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Brissett on first down. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now Brissett. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
King. Let's go, hurry.
Throwing, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 54 yards.
And the Giants, first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check safety.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 50.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the draw, this is Barkley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
It's a party now. It's a party now. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 36, Mayfield. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Check 43. Check. Lucky.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 11. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Brissett sets to throw it. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Brissett now 12 of 15 throwing the ball. 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll run it again with Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Check 55 to Mike. I got you, Pop.
Now Mayfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
180. Let's go, defense. Alert, 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 alert. Watch out.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
You ain't doing nothing today. Switch, switch, switch.
On second down now, Vernon. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Check 37. Check 37.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Watch the safety creep. Joker, 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 joker.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check three, check three. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Check three, check three, check three.
Now Saquon Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll start on the ground. It's Eno Smith. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Again, it's Smith. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Falcons.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Olesen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. Exactly right.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Mike, 53, Mike, let's go.
From from the shotgun. It's Brissett. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now the second-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
He's checking.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Check 26.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield, catch made by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. I know it.
On third down, Brissett. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A first down carry for Smith. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Olsen. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here's Brissett.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll run on first down. Smith, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the carry, here's Smith. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now here's Olsen. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Quadri Olsen, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Here's Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, it's Green. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, watch your leg.
Now Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. One last shot from Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Atlanta, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.